Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I hope the mic is okay. I'm still trying to figure it out in this new setup. But hello. We are here. We're here doing sprints. Late night. I am back. I know it's been a while. Lots of things happened. If you were in other friends' streams, you probably know. But the quick lowdown is I moved. Obviously, if this is not your first stream, you know the background is different. I think I did like one stream. Yeah, one game stream in this setup. And then lots of personal tragedies. Things happened in April, and my dad got a little bit sicker, flare up kind of thing, hot minute in April. And then May was going to be my comeback month. I was going to start streaming, start doing a bunch of things. And then I got sick for like 2 weeks. And it blew everything up. So yeah, that is what happened. That is why I was gone, or at least from stream, because there was a little bit where I'm like, I just don't want to be seen. And then there was a moment where I just didn't have time, and yeah, and then I got sick, so I just literally couldn't do it. But in the in-between times, there will be I already posted the one stream I did do for the hardcore Minecraft. That's live right now. And then I will be posting a long play of Paldea, that I filmed with no camera because I didn't feel like being seen, but I really wanted to play, and I was finally ready to move the story along because I'd been playing off screen, or off cam, off recording, however you want to say that, doing like little menial tasks that don't really contribute to this overall story. So we have that to look forward to. I had to do some fixes because it was like one of the first things I filmed after moving. So my audio had gotten messed up and stuff, but I think I fixed it and it should be up at some point this month. I haven't decided, but yes. So, and we are back with short hair again. It's also purple. You guys can't really see because my headphones, but let's see. It is very purple now. Wait, camera is weird. Hold on. There we go. Very purple. The camera does not pick up how purple it is now. Hello, Laura. Hello. I was just letting people know why I had been gone for so long. You're still mulling over the new story. Well, that's the fun thing that we're going to do at the beginning is I'm going to send the email because I'm kind of scared and I felt like I needed to do it with people. I have the email set up and everything. I'm just scared to hit send because it feels way more scary than submitting to my local poetry society. Yes, purple. I'm back to being purple, and it's actually a little bit brighter of a purple, but the camera is not. I don't know if it's the camera or if it's the ceiling light that's not making it look nice. The video I recorded on erotic romance that I have to edit, the color does definitely look better on my phone camera. So I don't know if it's the webcam or probably the webcam because I had the same lighting before. So yes, it's the Stygian poem. I'm kind of scared, and I feel like some of it is because I put Spanish in the poem. It's kind of like I I've used Spanish for emphasis within the poem for certain things, and I had Bungle read it over because they are bilingual, and I had my mom look over to make sure my wording was well, being that I'm not bilingual. So I'm just kind of scared. I'm kind of nervous. But yes, it's the Stygian poem. It's scary. I feel like it's real. I feel as nervous as I was when I published the first chapter of Hunger's Desire on Bella, where I was like, this is real now. I'm doing a thing. Because if this publishes, then I'll be a published writer on both sides. I'll have something under this name, and then I have Hunger's Desire under Serapia. So, scary. Because I haven't won any of the contests for my Poetry Society program here in the state. So, yes, fingers crossed. I hope you're able to get your story in time. Just slide it right in. Slide it right under the door. Oh, thanks. My Bungle says that it's good. They liked it a lot. And my mom said it was weird, which is kind of a compliment for her, because I've given up giving my poetry to my parents because they turn into teacher mode and they start wanting to grade it instead of like reading it. So all I gave it to her was so that she could check my language. So not holding my breath about it. Oh no. I don't think I'll submit this time. Well, we'll see. You write so quickly and so wonderfully. I would not be surprised if an inspiration sparks and you get everything done in like a 24-hour period and you can submit it. I would totally believe that you could do that, Laura. Oh yeah, you could do a poem. That's kind of what I did. I had thought maybe I was going to do a story when I first saw it in April, but then I got sick and then I forgot about it. So I was like, the only way I'm going to do this is if I do a poem. So, and I do pretty traditional, like verse lyrical poem. I don't do the paragraph poem. So, and the word count is the same. It says for short stories and poems, so which I don't think I've ever seen a poem at that many words. Usually poems are restricted per line, so that was fun. I was like, I didn't have to really care about how long the poem was. I could just write it. That was nowhere close to word count. Yeah, I'm still at 26 words. Well, maybe during these sprints, inspiration will strike you. Who knows? I need to write in my whip because I'm refusing to let myself edit Project Blasphemy until I finish writing this story. Because it's not like I hate it or I don't like it. It's just that I thought taking a break would give my brain enough time and separation from Project Blasphemy, but it still holds my heart, my brain, my every existence. I may not be like super obsessed with it as I was when I was writing it, but it's still there. It like comes up to me and it's like comes up and kisses me and is like, oh, I love you, and then walks away and I'm like, but I can't follow you. No, I have to finish this one first. One stanza that was to be the prologue. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, and I write very what do they call it? There's like an actual word for it. I forget, but it's like a story-based poem where it is I'm literally telling an actual story in a poem in a very short, condensed way that is, well, it's not really like you take out the description, because there is description in it, but it's just much more condensed. And I can never turn a poem into like a flash fiction or a story. No, not prose poetry. It's something else. Because prose poetry is when you do like you do a poem within a paragraph, so it looks almost like you're doing like flash fiction or something, but every line within the paragraph is still has the lyrical way of poetry. It's just in a paragraph versus like a line traditional. But yeah, I do very much story-based poems. If anything, doing the reverse is kind of hard for me. I hate doing very traditional poems because of that. I hate the restriction. Like a haiku, forget that. Don't ask me to do that. I don't know. Nope. Follow it into the dark. No, the project Aztec Death is supposed to be my traditional book. So I need to finish the 0 draft to continue those steps towards traditionally publishing. But that is the problem right now. Besides Project Blasphemy, I keep getting all these ideas that would be great for the Serapia name. Great, like, erotic romance stories. And I'm just like, brain, you need to calm down. Because I need balance. And I thought I could do it. Part of me thinks that if I did just edit Project Blasphemy and work on that and get it done, and I couldn't do anything else on it, maybe then my brain would let me do other things correctly. Because I literally can't even rewatch Good Omens, or I can't even look at any of my social media to look at any Good Omens fanfiction stuff, fan things, without automatically my brain going back to Project Blasphemy and that world, because it's inspired and wanting to do things. And it's so hard. It's so hard to be responsible. Because I don't want to just publish all of my self-published, like, erotic fiction, erotic romance, and then leave the Dolores trad pub stuff so empty. Like, I don't know. Inspiration, how I miss it. Oh, Laura, it will come. Oh, there we go. There we go. But yeah, it will come. It will come. It will come in the dead of night. Like, well, for you, I guess, like a murderer. I was going to say like the lover, but you're the one that writes horror. So maybe like a murderer. Except, without the, stabby deafy undying part. I'm brainstorming, but nothing is really sticking and calling to me to work on it. Yeah, I get that. That's how I was kind of before Project Blasphemy, before season 2 of Good Omens burst into my life and birthed Project Blasphemy into existence. Because I was trying to world build and brainstorm Project Aztec Death and was struggling with that before Project Blasphemy. So I think I definitely needed to 0 draft that and take a break, because once I did that, I realized I realized while going back to world build that I needed to remember that Project Aztec Death was a romance first and a sci-fi second. And it helped me with a bunch of my not world building, but like brainstorming and plot, because I was apparently unconsciously trying to get a sci-fi plot tropes set, and I was like, no, this is why it's not working. I need to focus on the romance. It just happens to be in the future on a space station. I heard dying is bad for your health. Yeah, I heard that too. Unless dying gets me a hot date with an undead Laurel, I would be willing to do that. I mean, yeah, I'd be willing. Unless I got... Yeah, exactly. Me too. If I got with my Lucifer character, Lucian from Project Blasphemy, I'd take that. I'd be with them. I'd brave hell to be with them. Yes. But I mean, I also don't want to separate them from their love interest either. I mean, they'd be open to a threesome. They totally would. I could just join them. They are both Pan and Omni characters, so they would totally be open for that. I could just join them. That's the fun thing, that I tend to write a lot of multi-charactered characters, and when people are like, oh, I would get with my character, but then I wouldn't want to like separate them from their like one true love, and I'm like, my characters have one true love, but also would be okay with expanding that true loveness. It's this side that has the hair all weird, not the other side. There we go. Yes, fun times. All right, I've reopened the tab for my email. What's also weird is like telling them my legal name and being like, I'm writing under Dolores Mill. So I have to tell them my legal name, which I know is something you don't have to worry about, Laura, because you write under your real name, but I don't. And what's weird is like finding a way to tell them that feels normal, I guess, or like when should I put it into certain things, has been my thought consistently. All right, the file is attached. I don't think I could write in it like short, concise message in the email. I have all my things, my files linked. I would hate to send them an email and it be empty. That would be so embarrassing, because I've done that before. I have been that person. I would not want to do that. I was originally going to have my Dark Academia be MM, but I might make it FF. I mean, to a certain degree, it could be interchangeable. I mean, Katie Ann switched hers up. Hers was MM, and then she made it FF. So, or what is it called? My license? I'm not used to saying that versus Sapphic. I can say Sapphic all the time. Like, that one is easy to say. The other one is, people don't say it enough for me to know exactly how to say it correctly. Because it's supposed to be more inclusive, kind of like how sapphic is inclusive, because it's not, where lesbian is much more like Assylian. No, it starts with an M. It starts with an M, but that's almost correct, or it looks almost correct. But yeah, I think it's the community's way of trying to be more inclusive, because like lesbian is very much like woman, or like female, versus sapphic is like female, or like trans women with a female. And at least that's what I've heard, being that I don't identify as that. I identify as omni. So, but I've also never been in a femme relationship. But from what I understand, that's kind of what sapphic is supposed to be, the kind of more inclusive. And then Massilian, however you say it, is the like sapphic version of that, but mask, where the idea is to make it more inclusive than just saying gay, especially when people say gay to just mean they're queer, which I don't think is fair for the guys. It's not fair that their word has kind of been stolen from them. Not fair. I'm so scared. I'm so scared to hit send. Especially when I haven't gotten into anything, which I know doesn't necessarily mean anything. Like, what? What's his name made like 5 million light bulbs, and maybe. Oh yeah, maybe you can read tonight. I just got my Kobo and have been exploring Kobo Plus and all the like things that I can check out, and trying to find manga, because I got the color Kobo, the new color Kobo. So I'm exploring the like manga and stuff that I can get through there. Edison, yeah, that guy made like, bajillion light bulbs before the one light bulb worked. It's not like I've sent out a lot of stuff. I think I've submitted like 4 things. Yeah, 4 things. This will be my 5th thing. And I haven't gotten anything except for I got into the Poetry Society's free thing that because I'm a society member, I can just be added to the anthology. But I don't get anything out of it besides being in the anthology. Versus if I had won one of the contests. Meh. I got a rejection from my middle grades. Oh no, sad face. See, that's hard. That's worse. Oh, from one of was it one of the agents that hearted your pitch? Or was it just someone you cold queried? That terrifies me when I'm ready to do that. Oh my god. Especially like if I put so much work into Project Aztec Death and then I go query it and it just nobody wants it. Nobody wants my Aztec myth love story. Ugh. That would be, I don't know. No, just a cult query. Okay. Have you because you sent your query package to the person who hearted your pitch, right? And I swear I saw that on your blog. Unless I dram that, which, or I mixed you up with somebody else's vlog. Like, that's also possible. I could have, especially when I watch the vlogs, like, one right after the other. Yes, haven't heard from her yet. Okay. There's still shining post. She liked it. She liked it. Yeah, I was surprised that she didn't like message you, because I saw that once in somebody else's blog for one of the Twitter pitch thingamabobs, or X pitch, whatever they're calling it, and the person like hearted their, actually maybe it was Katie Ann, I don't remember, but someone hearted their pitch and then was like, oh, I'm not open to and then DM'd them or something like that, or wrote a comment and was like, oh, I'm not open for queries until whatever, but because I hearted yours, send me yours. And like specifically told them to do that. I hope the person that hearted your pitch is your writing true love, and your agent true love, and is able to accept, and you're able to get into your submission is quick, and the dreams. I send you all the positive dream vibes. Oh, they did do that later? She's not open until the 3rd, but I got in early. Yes! You know, it pays to be at the top of that stack. That stack of however X amount of bajillion requests those agents get. I'm so scared to hit yes. I'm also so scared because I have Spanish in there. And like, what if they don't understand? Like, why I put it in there? Like, what's the point? Like, I'm scared. Just do it. I believe in you. I hit the button. It's gone. It's gone. I hit the button. It has been sent to the Stygian people. It's so scary. I also feel like I'm being too dramatic. I feel like I'm being silly because I've already published the Vela, but I don't know. Like, publishing people are gonna see this. It's gone. It's gone. It's out of my control. I'm closing my email. I don't need to look at it anymore. I don't need to look at it anymore. It's so scary. Yes, I did it. I did it. Oh, I feel I need to breathe. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe we should do a sprint so I can calm down. Oh, let me. I don't know what I'm doing. Buttons, all the buttons that I don't know what to press. We'll do this one. Change up the music here. Okay. We'll do 15 minutes. And then hopefully I can like calm down and breathe a little bit. Oh, I feel worked up. Okay. 15 minutes. And 1, 2, and 3. All right, all done. Banner. There we go. I hope you guys can still hear me. Well, I got up to get a tissue and my mic fell because, still trying to figure that out. Still trying to get it in a spot. It's mostly balance. Because I think if I put the mic over here, it actually would not be a problem. But then it would be an issue when I get up. And if I have to go to the bathroom or get a snack or something along those lines on a stream, especially like a big one, like if I'm streaming with other people, that would be a problem. So this is an issue. Bungle gave me a frame to like clip to my desk to keep it stable, and I can't figure out how to do that. I have tried, and I don't know what I'm doing. No, I don't know what I'm doing, so I just ignored it. Yeah, I just ignored it. Well, I wrote some. I have a whole plan for this upcoming scene. And I will be honest, I kind of just don't want to break it. Oh, like I was saying earlier, I even started a vlog to get my ass in gear and write the story. But the issue is that I want to write something else. I want to edit Project Blasphemy. And also, I have an idea for a short read story. Everyone has been writing short reads, which was what Project Blasphemy was supposed to be and did not become because, well, it blew up. So, it did not become a short story. And I don't regret it, not for a second. But, yeah. I literally almost had a mild heart attack. I saw an email on my phone and I was like, what the fuck? But no, it was for something else. And it wasn't even the correct email. I'm gonna panic every time my email pops now. We're not thinking about it. What am I thinking about? I'm complaining about writing. I have everyone besides everyone writing short romances, which is partially how, Project Blasphemy was created, or their original intention. People, my lovely friends are now writing small town romances, which I will admit is not something that I'm hugely well read on, but I like the challenge. The idea of how can I spin this, because a lot of my work is become science fiction or science fantasy, where it's science fiction with some magic sprinkled in somewhere. And that's kind of been a little bit of a mainstay for both pen names, but more kind of science fantasy, fantastical over in the Sarabia erotic world, while the Dolores name has been more science fiction. And with Project Aztec Death has mythology, which is kind of like my fantasy, but there's not really any magic. It's just that it's referencing mythology characters. So I had a thought at one point and then kind of just let it sit in a hole and let it be. And then I had a brainwave where I had this thought, and I was like, how about I put a spin on the small town, and instead of having like a small town somewhere on the world, my small town is a colony in space. And it kind of went from there. And then from there, we had, well, actually the last romance prompts that my brain just fried. That Laura and Barrett did. I wrote a real quick snippet thing about two people on a ship taking plants somewhere, presumably like a colony or something. So I was like, well, yeah, how would I do something along those lines? I could take that story and make it into something and then kind of breed off from there. And I have unintentionally built this whole idea of a colony and playing spins on traditional tropes that are in small town, and kind of listening to Nina and Tiffany's little podcast series on small town romances has kind of helped me with that. And I'm just like, this could be a fun challenge, and if I could actually make them short stories or short reads, it could work. Though also from there birthed a second story, because something random popped into my brain while I was with my dad, and I asked him, and he was like, no, but I think actually it could work. So I thought, because I was like, without giving too much information, I was thinking about my colony being on like Neptune or Uranus, or actually my dad's idea was Pluto, but Neptune, Uranus, and without explaining why, those specific planets are considered liquid planets, because the theory is that the surface is ice and underneath is water until you get to a solid core. Or not water with other my thought, my crazy in this colony story was my random thought, and I don't even exactly remember why it was birthed, was, what about if there was an alien species on Neptune or Uranus that was mermaid-like? That was my thought. What about if we got there and there was a whole civilization of like mermaid-like aliens living under the ice? And then I had a thought about that, and a thought about that, and I was like, this is kind of crazy, but this one's kind of like, okay. And I thought, and I wrote down a couple things so I wouldn't forget them. And I was like, this could be a fun serialized thing where I just kind of write whatever the fuck I want with that. I probably would not actually put it on Uranus or Neptune. I probably could just throw it in its own universe with no humans. I like that concept a lot. I enjoy the concept of throwing something where there are technically no humans. Project Sci-Fi Romance was supposed to be like that. And when I get back to it at some point in the future, that will hopefully still be its point. Will be a universe where there's no humans. But I could do something like that. I could write a whole novella about these species of aliens that are mermaid-like, and maybe pay homage to mermaid folklore in a bunch of different cultures. And I could even maybe throw in some throwaway line about a group of them going off into space. Oh no. And then that's why we know about mermaids, because they came to our planet. I don't know. My crazy thing was like, oh, that's how we have Atlantis. We got attached to Atlantis because they were the mermaids. But I don't think I'd go with that, because the point would be no humans. This is my crazy arc. This is my crazy arc of I I don't want to say I don't want to write Project Aztec Death. It's more of, once I get into it, a lot of the times I'm good. And I do love the characters and I love the story and I'm passionate about getting the story out. I really do want Aztec mythology, or even just a lot of the Mesoamerican mythology, to come out and be more open and more accessible, just as much as Greek and Norse and all that is. And I want us to have our love stories, because there is a couple of things out there. Like, I think it's called the Jade God. But I want us also to have our romantic stories, like Hades and Persephone, Cupid and Psyche. Like, I want us to have them, and I've found a couple things. The problem is, this one is not that. There is no cute, adorable love story for the gods of death. And I'm having to do so much of my own work of making this story and just making sure there are references to the gods so that it still ties. It's so hard. And I think that's what sometimes I get drained of, doing so much of the work. Which sounds dumb, but I still don't necessarily want to edit Project Blasphemy, because I know the moment I allow myself to enter into that world, it's over. My brain is the part of the problem why I am slightly more obsessing about it right now, is I slightly did that. I let myself go in there and I had a brainwave for what could be book 2. So I had a thought of what would be book 2, and you can see that on the Instagram when I did Katie Ann's templates. But I have a different idea for that. And I like that better, and I wrote that down, and then that made me start writing more things. And it almost became a problem. So I can't do that. I can't touch that world. It is a trap waiting to happen. But maybe I need a break. Maybe I need a mental break from Project Aztec Death, because it's so much work. It is so much work that maybe I could work on one of these short stories, because I already also have an idea of how to bring in Latin characters into the small town colony one. Or I could just write the mermaid story and have fun, because I didn't think I'd do serialized fiction again, and I really don't have a plot for the mermaid. I'd have to really think about it. But I could maybe think of something, and it could just be a fun serialized. You know, maybe that's how I open up the Ream. Okay. Yeah, because you guys are hearing about it first. But I'm debating about doing that, being that I write erotic fiction, and I'm waiting/worried for Ko-fi to kick me off for having adult content, even though technically I don't think I break any rules. But and Kindle, Amazon, I will honestly say, yeah, Amazon Bella does not love the erotic tag. And it is so hard. Granted, I also don't advertise as much as I should. But I definitely feel like some of it has to do with the algorithm and it not liking erotica for prejudice reasons. Algorithms prejudice. It hates on the erotica. Okay, well, that's enough complaining for me. I'm gonna keep writing. Today I will not allow myself to open another document until the stream ends. That will be my goal. For another hour, I have to write in Aztec Death. And then tomorrow, if I want to do some brainstorming, I can. Yeah, that's what I'll do. You know what? That's what I'll do. I will allow brainstorming for either the My Small Town Colony. Oh, that sounds funny. Small Town Colony. The Small Town Colony or the Mermaid Story. That's what I'll do. I'll write today, and my reward will be, if I have time to do some work tomorrow, I can brainstorm if I want. Yeah, there we go. Rewards. People do rewards all the time. I've just never figured out how to get a reward for myself because I'm just that way. But that is the plan. Okay, let's do a longer sprint. Get some more work done. Let's change the music. Let's do this one. We're gonna have some more dinosaurs. Get some good work in. All right, 1, 2, 3, and go. All right, all done. So I got some work in. I'm doing some flirting. Nice and lovely flirting. Oh, my brain is still just like, I love these characters and I definitely want to write their story. I just don't feel it. And I know I've been mad at myself because I'm like, oh, yes, no one is waiting for me for a deadline for this. You know, I don't have like an agent or anything, but I really should like make my deadlines. I mean, these last 3 months have been out of my control. Granted that, or 2.5. But I could just write now. And I just don't want to. I hate that this has taken me so long to write when Project Blasphemy was so quick. It was such a flash in a pan. I wrote it in a blur, like on a high. And this is just not the same. And it really makes me sad. I really hate also that I sound like I'm complaining about it so much because, again, I don't hate it. I love these characters. I love the story that I want to tell. The story that I know that I want to tell, being that I'm not a planner. But I think I feel like this should be more laid out and it's not. And I think that's something that I can't get over. Even though I keep thinking that I get over it as I had a breakthrough, but there's definitely a part of me that just can't. When ideally the next story in this series is a story that has an actual through line. There's actually a myth that could easily be turned into a love story. And it will be much easier in a way. Where this one, I'm just doing so much work. So much work. And I feel like it's way more harder than just coming up with my own characters because I'm trying to pay homage to these mythological beings and be respectful and all that stuff. And it's hard. It's hard. I don't know. Maybe I do need a break. Maybe I need to just do some other writing for a little bit and then come back. Maybe that's what I should do in June. Is just do some work on one of those two, decide. Maybe take this week to decide. And then do work. And if I don't finish by the end of June, oh well, I go back to drafting this or whenever I need to. If I get inspired in the middle of June, I stop. Yeah, maybe I do that. Maybe I do that. This part is hard. This part is so hard. I don't know. All right, let's do 20 minutes. Well, I keep doing work because I am determined to just do work today. And then We'll decide. I think at least by minimum, if I can get to a point where I can start editing Project Boss Me for Nano, or November, because I think we're canceling Nano as a community. I don't know. I never did a traditional Nano anyways. Choking. Last year was the closest I did to a traditional Nano, and technically I didn't finish till... Not technically. Reality, I didn't finish till January anyways, so... And I did not get 50 in November, but whatever. Okay. Let's pick a song. Let's do this one. All right. We're going to have 20 minutes. Do some work. And 1, 2, 3, go. All right, all done. Oh. Oh. Okay, are we good? I had to close some things down. All right, so that was really weird. My laptop was also extremely hot. So even though we're not as long as we used to do in the past, I think we're gonna end stream kind of abruptly. I'm sorry. But the laptop's hot, and this is the third time it's glitched, but this one glitched a little bit harder. So probably a sign for me to stop. Yeah. So that is it. I'm ending in the middle of a scene, but I'm ending at 35K, 35,487 words. That is where my manuscript is right now. So that is great for me. Amazing. But yeah, I don't want to push our laptop because it's been a while since it's done this. But we did the things we needed to do. I submitted to the Stygian. Hope I get in. I really, really want to. I really, 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 really want to. We have that, and I got a little bit of words down, and I have I have a plan for, I think, what I'm going to do to help with my happiness, I guess. My needing to take a mental break from the Trad Pub project. There we go. Just trying to think of the right words. But yeah, that's it. We're gonna go. If you're interested in anything else like this, I will hopefully be getting back to streaming twice a week next month. So I usually stream one sprint stream like this and then one gaming stream. So we will see. And then if I do extra streams, it is kind of a crapshoot, and it also depends on the schedule. But yeah, if you're wanting to check any of that stuff out, do the subscribes and the follows and the bells and all those thingamabobbies. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time, hopefully. And have a good night or day or whatever the hell it is.